my passions. I first started playing music when I was 7. Then I played my first instrument, the piano. But when COVID hit, I stopped because lessons turned virtual and I was still a new musician who needed help from an in-person teacher. When I stopped taking lessons, it made me feel like a part of me was missing. I was really bored without music in my life. Then, in 2019, when I started taking lessons again, it made me feel like I was back in my happy place. It's hard to explain, but whenever I play music, I just feel good. My mind was blown when I found out that there could be a scientific explanation for my feelings. Think about your favorite song. Let it play in your head for a moment. When we listen to music, a pleasurable feeling comes over us. You can't see it, but on the inside there are little neurons making sparks as they process and break apart the sounds that you're hearing. Scientists can see this activity through a thing called an MRI machine. When you listen to music, you may feel good. This is because you have a surge of dopamine going through your brain. Dopamine is like a reward system in your brain. It makes you feel happy. Whenever you do something good and you feel good about what you did, this is because you have a surge of dopamine going through the brain. Although listening to music gives our brain a workout, if you want the ultimate brain workout, you need to play an instrument. Scientists have found out that no other activity on Earth activates the brain like playing an instrument. When we play an instrument, we're using nearly every area of our brain at once. The left side, which handles academics, and the right side, which handles emotions and creativity. Those neurons that were creating sparks are now having a full-blown party, creating all kinds of connections. Those connections cross over through a thing called the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum is like a gateway between the left and right side of your brain. From research, we know that musicians have a larger corpus callosum because of the amount of music that they play. The size of your corpus callosum has a direct effect on a thing called executive function. Executive function is a set of mental skills that we all have. It allows you to organize, prioritize, and activate your work, monitor and self-regulate your actions, utilize working memory and short-term recall, manage frustrations and modulate emotions, regulate alertness, sustain effort and speed. It also allows you to focus, sustain, and the ability to shift task attention. These skills help us in all aspects of life and are sharpened when we play an instrument. If you want these effects when you play an instrument, you need to do a few things. First, you need to be active. Be an active participant. Just listening to or learning about music does not have the same effects that playing music does. Second, you need to start young. The younger you are when you start, the more your brain has the ability to grow and develop. But no matter what age you start, you can still experience these effects. Finally, you need to stick with it. If you take lessons and then stop, the effects that you gain may go away. Music can help people who are struggling. It helps speech processing in kids with dyslexia. It helps rewire parts of the brain that are underdeveloped because of malnourishment. It lowers the feelings of stress, depression, and anxiety. It prevents dementia in adults, and it does so much more. In my opinion, music classes in schools kids should be given a wider variety of instruments to choose from, and they should start at a younger age. In my opinion, kindergarten. I think if someone is having a hard time in school, music could be the answer. Music is a medicine with the power to heal, and I hope you learned something new about it today.